Welcome, people. I just learned today is International Tea Day. How's that? Well, I've let y'all know for quite a while. I love my tea. I don't drink coffee. I wish I did. It's so easily available, and there's so many ways of having coffee, etc., etc. Very social. But you cannot get a decent cup of tea out from your home, basically. Nobody makes the tea water boiled, and it is to be just off the boil that the water should hit the tea bags to unfurl the leaves and let them release the ecstasy of the tea flavor. Well, you don't get that kind of hot water as you need it immediately on your tea. I just gave up in life of ordering tea. I'll be at, $100 easily dinner, and no tea for me, because it's just going to be the same as if I tried to get it at Denny's. Anyway, we're just really happy that it's International Tea Day, and we can show you some teas and things of that nature. I have the camera farther away on a tripod, and I set this table up to be able to show you a true tea setup. In this container here is a box that says it's builder's tea. It's constructing the perfect brew. Drop a tea bag in a mug or cup. Add water just off the boil. Whistle a tune for 20 seconds while it steeps. Then move the bag and squeeze if you like for extra color. And finally, mix in milk and sugar. Did you hear what they said there? Milk and sugar. No cream. We don't do cream. We don't want that heavy cream. We just like our lovely splash of milk. And it goes in last. You've got to make sure you let your tea steep and get nice and strong and robust. And then you add your sugar and your splash of milk. Absolutely correct and delicious. So again, we have here this type of tea being called builder's tea. Now these are all from England, yet I was able to pick it up on Amazon, of course. The other tea I have here, this is Welsh. Yes, Welsh tea. I sure wish I could say even one word in Welsh, but I can't. When I was staying in Bristol with my family, Catherine, my niece, had taught in Wales, and they call them infants. It's like what we might call kindergarten and such like that. And they have to teach Welsh in the schools in Wales. So Catherine knew a bit of Welsh, so I could at least hear it. It's such a tangle of words with a fabulous accent. Now, this company here, these people, they went ahead and this word under here with the G, that's definitely Welsh. So Wales, it's just one of the most beautiful places on this planet. So much greenery, lush land of greenery. Oh, it's really been one of the best trips of my life, was being able to go to Wales. And we went to Wales looking up my mother's family, because Mom was an English war bride, as they used to say. Father was an American GI in the Air Force. So I got to go back and see the origins where Mom had come from. And you can imagine stuff like that is very, very special. This box over here, I don't need any other tea if I always can have Trader Joe's Irish breakfast black tea. Irish breakfast tea is one of my favorites amongst all teas. And Irish breakfast is so robust with that idea. It's breakfast. We need to get a cup of tea into us that's going to set us up for the day. One of the most affordable boxes of tea, yes, they are bagged. This is saying it's 8 ounces and 8 ounces, and it's 80 tea bags. Trader Joe's, the biggest winner on the planet, is this tea. Now this container, it's not telling you anything. And I forgot to bring my little piece of cardboard over that I ripped off the box. When I had these 3 teas delivered from Amazon, the box was smashed. This one came in just a plastic outer bag with a box in it of tea. Well, you couldn't tell by looking at the package. The package looked just fine. But when I opened it, it looked like somebody had taken and stomped completely on the box. Completely. A box like this one. It was completely stomped. It looked like something had crushed it to the point it exploded and broke. A couple of tea bags broke. There was a lot of loose tea. It was a huge mess. These 2 came in a box. Guess what it came with? 21 cans or whatever it is that I buy of Fancy Feast cat food. Cat food in the bag. This box in the bag. And this box. Well, this box didn't survive the cat food. So this box was crushed, leaking tea all over the place. This is just open with tea bags in it. That's how it comes. Just like this, nothing's wrapped. There is no plastic. There was no plastic wrap. And part of that's because it is the UK. They are very conscious of being an island and such. They're very, very good about how they recycle, and they want less packaging and kind of situation. But this one, again, I've taped it closed, cleaned everything up, and I contacted Amazon, and it just was basically, this is a non-returnable, non-refundable item. Well, that's fine. But is it my fault that your drivers absolutely smashed my package? This one broken with broken tea bags? That's how I'm supposed to accept my delivery, huh? Well, nothing I could do. Unfortunately for the vendor, I did leave a bad review saying it was Amazon's drivers and not the vendor. But I can't get, it's like, there should be better knowledge about that. Now, this is at least the 5th time I've had tea delivered from Amazon, and it's the first time that 2 packages were very, very, very destroyed. This is PG Tips. You can even get PG Tips in Target, as far as I remember. I don't go there to buy it because it's more expensive than to even buy it on Amazon. So PG Tips is a delicious, delicious black tea. Oh, everywhere you look, there's PG Tips in the UK, one of the most popular brands of tea. And these tea bags, or sachets, sachets, nice little square, full of tea, and yet I still want to use 3 tea bags. That's what I do. That's what I was carrying on. How you like your strong, strong coffee? I want my tea as strong as your espresso. So I use 3 tea bags. And what I did differently with the PG tips, this is decaf, and it is very, very good. Most decafs, they're paltry, they're hideous. They've just killed the idea that you have delicious tea going on. I know, how rude, huh? Okay, now this is the mug that I use every day. Keep calm and carry on shopping. I was so lucky to find this in a thrift store. Oh, I was stoked. The little cover, because when you steep your tea, you want to cover your cup. You don't want all of your heat to go away while you're waiting for your tea bags to steep. So Temu has these darling little silicone covers, and you can get them with different shapes that go in the top. And when they are on a hot beverage, it creates a seal, and thus the hot is staying in, and that's fabulous. Now this cup, only decorated on one side, and this is from a thrift. It's not often at all that you would find a mug that is color inside like this. It's a pretty blue. It matches your kitty in the arch and such like that. That's a little bit different. What my cups are sitting in are these cute polka dot saucer dishes. They don't have a ridge like a regular saucer, but they were considered saucer dishes. And my sister gave me 2, and she kept 2. And that way we would be thinking of each other every time we'd go and make tea. This cover came with that, so it went very, very cute with, I'm over here like I can't move anything. Nice little blue stripes go with the blue polka dots of the saucers. And so you have a wonderful ceramic cover. Also, a darling dish, because you need some place to dispose of your tea bags. I always have a tea tray set up in the kitchen on the counter with the electric kettle, the dish for the bags, my cup on its saucer, ready to go. And this says, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Cherish each moment. Okay, and that was a gift from my mother-in-law. Love her dearly. Loved her so much. She became my mother. I called her mom. And even though her son and I got a divorce, she kept me as a daughter. I lived with her. She treated me to vacations and all kinds of things. Marion is probably the best person I've ever met. She's non-judgmental, generous, uber smart. And we'd go to museums, and she had a master's degree in art. So she knew everything. So she could look at the paintings and be able to say, oh, that object, that's representing this to that. It just makes everything come to life. Oh, between our kitchen table talks where I could talk about anything, adult conversation. Oh, Mom, miss you dearly. Love you with all my heart. Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead, push this forward a little more and come to you. I've got my tea tray that's usually in the kitchen with the pot. So we're going to go ahead, let that water boil, and it's going to boil fast because it had just boiled. I don't mind setting it up again for the boil. In everyday life, you never boil your water twice. You want that way the oxygenated water boils and out and then hits the tea and lets the tea bag, let the tea granules just floral open. The agony of the water and the ecstasy of it becoming tea. Oh yes, also very dramatic and wonderful. Okay, it's gonna stop in any minute now. I've had this electric tea kettle for, I don't know, 6 years maybe. It no longer lifts the top, so I just, put the water in from the spout under the sink. All right, so what one wants to be able to do, I've got my 3 tea bags in this one, and this one has the Welsh tea. Let me put that hot over there. Okay, I like to fill no higher than the handle. Okay, that leaves me room to have the tea, let it steep to the beautiful taste and shade. Okay, now this one, not quite on the boil. This one with the 3 tea bags, this is the builder's tea. And the idea of builder's tea is when I was in the UK last, and they were all like, oh my gosh, she uses 3 tea bags. So they were telling me, well, yeah, builder's tea was considered what the workers wanted. And on the side of the box here, it says, is it Britain? Yeah. Britain wasn't built on chamomile. Oh, this is 100% black tea, manufactured and packed in the United Kingdom. It's a Rainforest Alliance lovely company of stuff, British, full body, full flavored. Make mine a builder's. So you want those builder guys, they want a really, really strong cup. They want a lot of caffeine. That's their energy drinks. All right, look at me messing up and not having the cover on this one. All right, the builders. Now, I, of course, have tried all of these teas. And I have to tell you, what's still number 1? Not Wales, not Britain's wonderful, wonderful strong builder's tea. What's still the best for me, overall everything, as I said before, it's the Trader Joe's. This is my favorite over-the-counter purchase of tea bags. Absolutely my favorite. All right, well, they do say you steep. This one said the builders told us to 20 seconds, do a little tune, right, to let it steep. And some say 3 to 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes means it's going to have cooled down quite a bit. At least that's what happens to me. Okay, ooh, it's a beautiful color, people. It's a beautiful color. Oh, and I'm using my Hello Kitty spoon, also from Temu. Okay, well, my Hello Kitty is a rather small spoon shape. So this is a classic sugar spoon, a real teaspoon sugar spoon. Had this forever and ever and ever and ever. And that nice size of the bowl of the spoon. I'm used to using this one because it stays strong. Now, I usually can get all three up at one time. Okay, get every deliciousness out of the tea. Those there. We're going to leave this one steeping for the minute. Now, look at how dark that tea is. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. I've had this fun Coca-Cola tin. Of course I bought it because the handle was 3D shaped Coca-Cola bottle. So I've had this one for 9 years, I think. I had bought it in Vegas, where I was living before I moved to Oregon. And I want classic white sugar. I don't like brown sugar. I don't like honey. I don't want anything other than real white sugar, people. And that's called a heaping teaspoon. Yeah, yeah. And in it goes. Stir it around. You know what I didn't bring over, people? Well, this is just impossible. I forgot to bring the milk carton over. Well, I have to do the unforgivable. I have to move. I have to go. I'll keep talking so you're not alone. I'm keeping talking so you know I'm still here. I didn't desert you. I didn't run away. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me? I'm on my way back. Oh my gosh. This would have been a huge blunder. Okay, we all possibly recognize modern pantry shelf-stabilized milk that I buy at Dollar Tree for only $1.25. And this makes sure, because I have boxes on the shelf, that I never am out of milk. The worst thing, morning cup of tea, and you're out of milk. No, never, never. Thanks to shelf-stabilized milk. It's been a really long time since I ran out of milk. Could it be a year? All right, gonna pour in some milk. I'm looking for it to become the color. See that? Sort of, I don't know, I want to think of it as a dark tan. Put a little bit more. Okay. All right, here we go. We're having a cup of tea together. Cheers. Here we go. Mine's Welsh. You know, it barely has any flavor to me at all. It really barely has any flavor. That's 3 tea bags of black teas. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. As I said, I tried these when I got them, and this hasn't changed my mind. It's absolutely drinkable. Absolutely. And you notice it's just that edge with hot, and I can take gulps. That's good. It may not be the best black tea I've drank, but it still hits the spot for warmth and cherished memories. You know, absolutely. Now this was our builder's tea. It's 3 tea bags. It's squeezing them out, putting them on that little dish. Open up the sugar box. Get my heaping spoon in there. Stir it, melting the sugar. Yay, melting the sugar. And see, the difference then is, with the cup being dark and the tea is in there dark, is it dark as I wanted it to be? So let's add some milk. We're again going for that beautiful tawny mahogany flesh color. It's really pretty. A little bit more. And to all the builders and all those who work hard and need a robust cup of tea to keep them going. Again, the English had it all down as the original energy drinks. Okay. Well, that was pretty good, Adrian. You just missed your mouth. Does that? I did. Okay. Good thing, you know, this is a vinyl. This was a decal from Temu, Iris Apple. Everyone's fashion hero. Yeah, I believe it was this year she died. Was she 103 or something? But anybody who follows fashion knows Iris. Just the best. Just the best. Absolutely a hero. Okay, now that we've wiped off Iris, I'm going to have another sip. Okay. So when I talk about this being family memories, I joke the truth that we learned to make a proper cup of tea, boil that water, pour it over those tea bags, steep it, add your sugar and your milk, and then take it into Mom. Yes, I was only like 7 years old and such. Making tea. It was, if you can reach the stove, you can make a cup of tea. And Mom had this huge mug. I might have even bought it for her on one of our little weekend shopping forays. So it was this big mug, and I'm picturing it having like some pieces of wood, you know, and it said Ma. A big M-A, Ma. Well, that's just not an English-looking design or anything in the book. It was really, but it was a big mug. And that way, make Mom her tea, and then we'd all go in and go by Mom's chair and grab the cup. And she'd be, leave my tea alone. Back in those days, this was late 50s. I remember we were living in Maryland and it was cold, and I think other people might remember them doing this in their families. We were in the kitchen with the oven door down and the oven on, and us sitting around the oven trying to be warm. My goodness. I barely know what else to tell you about my tea adventures right now. But look at us. We all got to honor and share International Tea Day. And you get to see what I drink every morning is a nice strong cup of tea. Okay? Really enjoyed doing this with you. Again, I have the camera a little further away on a tripod, so to be able to turn it off at this time. Oh, and to remind you to go ahead and subscribe. You bet. Thumbs up, always appreciated. A nice thumbs up. And comments, wonderful. You can just leave an emoji or make an emoji art. Ask a question, leave a comment. Comments are good. So subscribe. It's telling YouTube, okay, we liked her, we subscribed. And the more people that YouTube thinks have said, oh, subscribed, okay, she got another one, she got another one. It'll help promote where they're going to place my videos. So when people just go on to look and offerings scroll, I could be in a better position so more people would see my videos. I would like that. All right, absolutely bringing the desk all the way there so that now I will be able to say goodbye. Oh, and by the way, I washed my hair today. So this is what it looks like when I wash my hair. And a quick blow dry. It's much frizzier than without having the wow straightener effect. But I've always said I have a lot of strands of hair, and at Halloween I would tease my hair out into this huge scary mess. Just Aquanet hairspray it, teased, sprayed, and ready for Halloween always. Then I'd have to take a shower and sit under the water, letting it loosen up that hairspray. So it's only in my adultness that I was like, okay, you got to stop this. You know, you're killing your hair. Oh, I was always killing my hair. I colored it and everything. But now I'm a natural gray. Okay, everybody, thanks a bunch. I love you. You are my friends. You have improved my quality of life. You may not believe or understand that statement, but that's what having a YouTube channel did for me. Gave me a new lease on life. And it's the friendships, comments. Thank you all very, very much. Totally appreciate it. Thank you.